it's another beautiful night. And you know, say every night like this when we gather for here and our jolly. We know the dollar because that's what we did drum for Western Screen Television as it is. Yes. It is another edition of the program MEN-UNCUT on this super duper television station. This is a program where we talk about the male folks, our agenda. We share our agenda. We share our agenda on the program. These are a beautiful night, and it's glad to have you guys around with us tonight, and it promises to be wonderful. All right, as usual, I have my guys in the studios. Like tonight, like all of them just these guys. I don't know which in they chop. That's fine, fresh. I don't know. And some people would then give them $100,000,
okay.
$50,000. These ones, I don't even give them $50,000, but in the fresh, even pass.
Jamaica, it be like say, I don't discover, I say I get football
I'm
talent.
still talking, please.
Oh, you don't understand. You don't know how this thing is paining me.
Baba, you don't hold for football.
You'll be old for football.
I say you are old for
you
football.
are old for football.
I cannot be old for football. Look
they
at me.
Play my fan.
I can still play under 17.
Okay, under 12.
Yes, ask anybody. Can't I play under 17? Look at me. All I need to do is remove the beard. I don't turn small, straight, sharply. Small boy don't start.
I cannot last 5 minutes.
Welcome on the show, imprint.
You are welcome.
You say I cannot last what?
You cannot last 5 minutes on the field. I can see you.
I can last 5 minutes on the field. I still last more than 5 minutes on the field.
This is a finished man.
Yes, I'm saying I can last more than 5 minutes on the field. And I still last more than 5 minutes on that field.
Hey!
Any field I go to, I will last more than 5 minutes. But you, I tell you.
Good evening, our lovely viewers. Hope you had a very lovely week. And I'm very, very sure that you had a better week than majority of us. But we are here today to make you happy as well.
Don't cover your week. Your week has been lovely, has been sweet. Look at you. Everybody can see you. I be doing
If in case you don't know, I've been in severe pain since I heard that they gave those girls $100,000. I've been in severe
Is there anything
pain.
wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with it.
Okay.
I just wish I used my talent when
you
I
have
was
a child that can still play for Falcons.
Where?
How
old is my daughter? I'm talking of now. You're saying daughter.
By that time, money go don't appreciate well.
Okay, see
now 100,000 they give them. By that time, if your pikin go win 500,000.
No man, she go play. No man. But I'm talking of immediate. Yes, before. I don't buy football for my daughter.
I say you buy football for us.
Yeah, she get football.
For all of us, we dey small too.
We dey play PlayStation together. Me and my daughter they play. Hey, we have started.
No, not television station. If they play,
they play my
PlayStation.
If my daughter is seeing anything football on the screen, you hear go.
All of us have go.
They play my phone.
I like beans. I will kick beans.
Okay.
Thank
God say you know kick buckets.
Forget about that. Well, you are welcome, Jare, and Nifemi, you're welcome on the show. Don't mind this man. We say you know they old for football. You are old for football.
You will be old for football.
I know it's under.
You realize that there is no party that is playing football. There is no Apari that is playing football. I hope you know.
You get it.
The last Apari that played football have retired. I hope you know.
You know
there is no Apari in football again.
Next time you see me, I will have air like Kuku.
Hey, Kuku what?
Rare.
Okay.
You're welcome on the show tonight, brother.
Thank you so much, my honorable comrade.
You should be comrade. Comrade where they know a chameleon way.
Anyone where you like.
That sticker.
Anyone where you like.
I can't answer your case. Anyway, he said that he was feeling somehow after they gave those lovely girls $100,000 each.
I was also feeling somehow, but the somehow was that I was happy for them.
You didn't watch that particular match?
I did not watch it.
That was on Saturday night.
Yeah.
You watched it?
Before, uncle. From beginning to the end.
Watched it.
Before?
She said, go!
I didn't watch it anyway.
Nigeria can't play like Chelsea. Best team in the world.
Congratulations.
No, just like, people wrote Chelsea off. The same thing happened. Morocco all the way. After they scored 2 goals, I don't want to talk about this.
For what it is, I actually did not write them off. I actually did not write them off. I believe they will win that
after 2-0.
Sincerely.
People around me said, I
believe they will win the match.
I found that saying, if Super Falcons should come back and drop one, that forget about Nigeria will win that.
The guy was telling me that immediately they gave us 2-0. He left. Yeah, you know now.
Even one media outfit, I don't want to talk about. Even one poster.
Baba, this show is not about football. Go straight to the point.
It's part of it.
If guys start playing like Alakon,
exactly.
What's Alakon again?
Super Eagles now not win anything.
No,
see ladies now, ladies are doing it.
No,
I'm not going to join ladies. Ladies, wait till me. Ladies are on script. Ladies
you already have the voice. Start from Thursday night.
I'm gonna see Mommy of Lagos. We tell me how to grow this one.
That was easy.
And grow one or two things there.
No comment about that one. No.
That's not women they rain now.
Don't worry, just start on radio. Don't do TV
My
yet.
producer called it smart. Where she happy.
Hey,
I beg, come on.
Get power.
Come back to this one again. I will be a man.
No man.
All right, I still remain J to the A to the HMIC Jamaica, Mr. 223, your love Dr. himself, Michael with the Sons. Saying welcome on the program today. And you know, I do say it all the time that no pressure anybody, because if you pressure anybody, they go pressure you. Because now wait till you dish out, you get. Okay, carry your cucumber, come over here. We got a short break. Men-UNCUT continues.
Okay.
Welcome back, and the program is Men-UNCUT on Western Spring Television. You know, the wine is exotic.
Normally.
It's cool.
Normally.
I'm enjoying it for this night. And
we don't do low standards here.
Well,
we do well.
Later now, you go check. Say now, akpon you dey drink.
Akpon what?
Akpon.
No, this is not Okiki produced. No. Okiki did not produce.
All right, to the topic for tonight, we'll be looking at balancing the emotional and financial needs of a wife. Balancing your wife needs. The needs can be, emotional and financial. The same woman who wants you around, who wants you to come and only my leg, me rub my leg.
Okay.
The same woman who wants you to rub my head. The same woman who wants you to do wee like 7 rounds.
Okay.
The same woman who will complain if you don't bring 1 naira home. She wants money here and there. She wants to buy this. She wants to buy that, and she wants you to provide. Now we'll be looking at how can a man balance these two together. You want to be there for your wife emotionally, and you want to be there for your woman financially. We have to balance these. We have to look at how can we balance this together. That's going to be our topic for tonight, balancing your wife needs. Let me start from Femi. Femi, you don't listen to me for my
If I throw,
if you throw anything, you throw back. You throw back. All right, so what's your take on this? The woman wants you around always because they love attention. The same woman who wants you around always wants you to bring money. And if you're around always, you cannot bring money home. How do you manage that?
Well, you know how I usually start. It depends. And again, whatever we discuss or say now is not blueprint, right? Whatever. So what I would just say here is, first of all,
introduction,
yes. You still need to understand the woman. It is still, every woman we have around, they all need attention and all of that. But at the same time, if you are, I think I read, did I read it or I heard a particular speaker saying something like, a man that is always available, a broke man be.
Every time I want to talk, I talk about. They say I will talk out. I tell you that time. You say I will talk out.
However,
broke man. Okay.
However, you don't have to be playing. I want to be very scarce for my wife and all that. Yes, you have to be available emotionally. You have to also be available financially. Now, you being available emotionally may not really, probably physical attention and all of, physical appearance, or you are always being there physically. being emotional, giving emotion, you being around or present emotionally could be maybe when you guys are not even together. It could be through phone conversations, through the words of mouth. You know, we have 5 love languages, right? So you also need to, you also need to understand the love language of your wife, because there are some, maybe their own is words of affirmation, right? If you always give that, even when you are not around, let's say for instance you have a business trip that will take you for about 2 weeks, right? But you already understand that this is what my woman wants. If you're always giving that to her, it will, seem as though you are always around.
If you're always talking to her.
Yes, you need to understand the love language. Is it touch? Is it words of affirmation? Is it gift?
So if person wife na touch, you go like. You know, if you do that kind of job,
see, it also depends. The fact that, okay, this is your love language, right? As you are, let us assume you are a woman now. Your love language, okay. For a woman, her love language is, okay, let's just say maybe she likes to be touched, right? The fact that she likes to be touched does not mean that she expects that touching from everybody. I don't know if you get. It does not mean she expects that from everybody. There's this particular game I was watching on, I think on Instagram recently. It was in a wedding reception. Was it wedding? No, it was not even wedding. It was one celebration like that. And they brought out married men to be, the wives were lined up behind them. So maybe your wife, they there. The wife go talk, say maybe I love you, baby, or something like that. You are expected to identify the voice of your wife. So now 2 men, when one wife said, I love you, baby, 2 men raised up their Do you understand? So what am I trying to bring out from there?
So that means those men don't really understand the women.
But now you can't talk that one, Sha.
No, for you to, or maybe now,
because of both of them,
they marry the woman. Husband of their morning, husband of the afternoon.
So whichever way, you actually still need to understand that woman. You know, we are talking about you being there for her financially and emotionally now, right? Financially too. You don't have to, because if like I said the other time, I said if you're always available, it means you are broke. That means you don't have anything you are doing. Now, you will have 24 hours in a day. Probably, you cannot be there 24 hours. You don't go sleep. Let's say, okay, you sleep for 7 hours. 7 from 24, that's how many loku?
Now you the talk.
You don't go school, you don't know math. Okay, let's say you have 18 hours, right? 18 hours, the remaining hours you sleep and all of that. You still have working hours. If you are a business person that maybe you have an office and you still have an office in your own house, right? You work from home too. You may not really be able to tell the time that a particular client will need your attention, or you need to reply some certain things. Be like say that one today, we want to discuss a bit. So you just need to first understand your wife. Secondly, understand when she will be really meaning to, maybe when you are not giving attention as she expects you to. You don't understand what I'm
saying. You know that.
Okay.
You may not be able to understand people.
Okay.
At times when we feel like you should know now.
You said
you should understand.
Let us be more specific.
A woman will not tell you.
Okay.
And at times when somebody doesn't tell you something, you may not actually know. You may think, I know my wife, she may not tell you, she may just be managing something.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have ever seen or met a couple that they've been married for about 50 years, I think I watched one recently, they've been married for about 57 years or thereabout. They are old. And the old man said, I am still studying my wife.
Now university, you don't
that one is there. But to a certain level, you guys have been together for a number of years. You already know some certain things. You already know that, okay, no, my husband, if he does his hair like this. I was watching this guy recently. I don't know if I should mention his name. This guy used to mimic Bishop Oyedepo, White Barry, son of the prophet. He granted a media this thing with Teju Babyface recently. So he was now saying that it took him 1 year to study Bishop's facial expression. I watched this interview just 2 nights ago. It took him another 1 year to study his gestures, body movement, hand movement, and all of that. And he was saying that he's studying into a point whereby even if Papa is preaching, if Bishop is preaching, and he maybe moves his head in a certain way, he's communicating something to his pastors. Why was he saying that? Because this guy was doing it so perfectly to a point that you won't even be able to identify that is that Bishop or not. He said, Bishop used to do, maybe if he's talking, just do like this. He said all of these things. So it took him different years to study before he even came out. So
how do you expect a man, because jobs are different, how do you expect a man who is hustling, busy, some work in the morning and in the evening again, like same man will go work for money, I go do security for bank for night. How you want me get time study woman when as she herself return from work around 3 o'clock?
That is why
just spend like 3 to 7 before he come up for house. I want to study her.
That's why I said.
But you have to look at the society as well.
That's why I said it all depends. One, then two, you need to still know the kind of woman you marry, understanding the kind of woman because in our society today, right? Some people, maybe some women, they just want to be like they do some certain things because they've seen somebody doing that same thing, or they've seen this. Okay, maybe a certain couple is behaving this way, so she's now expecting that. Why is this not actually happening in my own home? But it should not actually be like that, because you are married to an individual, and the person you are married to has different background, different upbringing.
All right.
With another person.
Let's go to imprint. Imprint. This issue of emotional, financial needs in the days of our parents. For example, me, my dad comes home once in every 3 months.
Oh.
He's in Lagos. Stayed in Lagos. Mommy stayed in Wayne-Owo. At a point, later Akure, later Ado, later different. But Daddy was working in Lagos. He comes home once in a while. But despite that didn't affect anything. Even that time, phone no dey. Now they say
Normal.
Now and our landlord get one. So if my back can't get chance calling to come and come. Hello, I'm okay. Okay, she went upstairs, pick the call. Hello, the days of night position they send letter.
Yeah, letter.
But despite that, people still stayed together. They still spent years together, and they didn't have issues with this balancing the emotional and financial, whatever. What has gone wrong? What has changed?
Now, if I'm to come in,
You are coming in. Come in.
Based on this
Don't
question
come
that
out.
you're asking, the truth is the caliber of the set of ladies that are out there today are totally different from our parents. And the reason it's simple. We live in a world where they glorify feminism, even though they are doing it in the wrong way. Now, back then, every parent will train their children. The children I'm talking about now are our own parents. Every parent will train their children to understand what it means to be married to somebody else. This is what you need to do. You are not to be a problem to your partner. You are meant to be a support for your partner. Now, from the way we are having this discussion, it is obvious that we are talking from the perspective of a man. But one thing we are failing to identify is that it is not a man's business alone as an individual. Primarily, it is expected that as a man, you provide for your family. So, which means that if anybody has the right to be out there hustling for the family, it is expected to be you. So, under normal circumstances, when it comes to understanding the family, all this talk of emotional balancing and everything is actually supposed to be directed even towards the women than the men. Because a man that is setting out in the morning to go and hustle for the house, you really don't know what he's facing every day. And he will still come back, act like everything is normal, play with the family, play with the children, and then you are still there, you as the wife, that's returned from work as well. It's expected that you should go to work.
They won't provide it.
Of course, it's the one providing. Definitely.
I want to accept you are supporting ones in one way or the other. But I need to still drop the bulk
definitely of the needs. So it is expected that it is you, it is the lady, it is the woman in marriage that is supposed to even have more to do about, okay, once my husband returns, this is what I will do to cool him down. This is what we will do to do this, to do that. And by so doing, everything will be normal. But in the case where we are today, as a man, It is expected that, okay, yes, you are married to this person. You must be there for your partner, emotionally, financially, everything. But the truth of the matter is this. Number one, you cannot kill yourself. If you, then in the process of courtship, this really goes to men. I will say this to men. When we are in the process of courtship, a lot of people misunderstand what it means to go through the process of courtship. A lot of people see period of courtship as the period where we call our baby, we do everything, we go out, we enjoy ourselves.
We fake things, we lie to ourselves.
That is not what it's supposed to be about alone. You have important questions to ask each other. You have important studying of each other to do. That is the period when you will actually have enough time. Because one thing I realized is that courtship period, no matter how busy you can be as a man, you will always provide time for this person in the courtship period.
Now, men, so, if you provide the time, and then really, and they go enter relationship today after a few days, you go come out. But they cannot even
they cannot keep up with the timing.
They can't spare just.
Exactly. So, courtship period, you will definitely have the time that you can give. And she will understand you at that period too. Now, of course, you can get married and have a change of job that will determine how your lifestyle will be. But one thing is certain. She, at that moment, will understand the kind of person you are and what you can offer her.
Understand.
The reason why I'm saying understand is this. You spend more time together. You have issues during courtship. You will fight, you will resolve things. In the process of fighting each other on different matters, you are getting to know the reasoning of the other person. Nifemi, as he is like this, there was a time that we fight too much as a guy to each other.
You fight too much?
Of course, yes. Not MC too much.
Okay.
Of course, we are friends, right? But I can remember a period in our lives that we were not in communication for over 7 months. And the reason was simple. No be woman cause am. Okay, if it be woman, no. I cannot remember. Well, don't let me go into that particular detail. But for like 7 months of our lives, we were not in communication. But I'm telling you today that there is nothing that can really make me to fight him again.
If you're friend, you just say this guy, you know where.
Nah, Nifemi,
you know where you be born. You are a tap water.
Exactly. So, and the reason why that is because I understand how it thinks now. I understand if it does something, I understand what it means. You get my point? And that's because we spent enough time together. That's the same thing in relationships rather, especially courtship phase. And the reason why I'm talking about the courtship phase is because once you get married, number one, it is not supposed to be, but it is what is happening. We both get relaxed. What I am doing, okay, this is this particular time. I'm supposed I've not spoken with this girl in the past 2 hours. Let me call her. That's period of courtship. When we are married now, I'm bothered about how to make everything work well.
They don't call you. She don't call you.
Exactly. No. She has called you like.
That part don't finish. So gas just finished now. In fact, rice don't finish for us. In fact, you can say, okay, everything has finished. Okay, I've heard you.
So the reality is just we are now living in the reality.
I want to say that those even financial needs can affect emotional needs.
Definitely. Financial needs is always going to be bigger, actually. Because the emotions, we can always find a way around it. But the finance, you can't. As an individual, you can find something to do about it. I can easily call my friend, Guy Alpha, I need this thing. But when it comes to the matter of a man and a woman in marriage, it is always going to be a big deal. Because if this week you are unable to provide 1,000 naira, next week you are unable to provide, the next 3 weeks, you will tell your wife, please, when you enter the kitchen, help me to bring a cup of water. She will tell you, what is wrong with you? Can't you pick it by yourself? Before you know it, matters that stuff that does not cause quarrel between you before will be leading to stuff that the family will have to sit down to come and settle. And you will be like, she is not like this before. But the truth is, the origin of the problem is the finance. Now, back to the initial question that you asked Nifemi. The truth of the matter is, either you like it or not, you have to attend to these things. You are married to a person, you are not married to a log of wood. So you have to be there financially, you have to be there emotionally. How do you do it? It is simple. Even in the Bible, Jesus Christ told his disciples, there is time for everything. Time to plant, time to harvest, time to water, time to do everything.
In fact,
There
time
is
to die.
time, exactly. All these things have been arranged. It is there. Now, we are leaving the house by 7 or 8 in the morning to go to our place of work. Good. You are coming back by 3. I am going to return by 7 as the husband. Yes. Between the hour of 7 and 11, every other thing that we have to do, especially on the emotion, because the financial is a 24/7 thing. She can call you at work.
Like ATM, all this ATM, they got 24/7. Hey!
It is not financial part of marriage or relationship is not
for money.
She does not need to call you for money in the morning. You as an individual, you as the husband, you know what you left at home. You know there is not.
You know they leave anything.
You don't get what I mean. You don't get what I mean. You know that okay, 3 weeks ago I bought a pack of diaper that is 96 pieces. My daughter, the way she uses it,
the way she did.
This thing should, you as an individual, you know when they often ask you. You understand? So you personally, you are being prepared in your mind. So eventually when she tells you that, Baba, diaper don't finish, or we have just 3 left, you are not surprised. And that can be at any time. You can leave the house earlier than your family, and then they will have to text you or call you that, sorry, we need this thing today. The only diaper that is with us is the one that is going to sustain her all through the day today. So you have to be thinking of how to sort it for tomorrow. That's why I said it is a 24/7 thing. You can receive call at any time. But the emotional part also is almost like that of the financial, but it's not up to 24 hours, thank God. Now, but the physical part of it.
Some women, they love this attention like mad.
They should not work when they get. She should not work when she gets to work, nah. She should also not work when she gets to work. Because if you are going to work, just like the man said that it is only a broke man that will be available all the time.
Do you agree with that?
I don't always agree with that.
Or a jobless man. You said a broke man. Mr. T said it is a jobless man. That we have the time to sit with a woman all day, not doing anything. And
if you are a remote worker, no, you cannot be available 100% too. But compared to a person that leaves the house physically,
but
a person that is at home, a remote worker, definitely, of course.
And imagine that same time your wife can't rub you for head.
No,
and you are talking to someone and you are dealing with something very important.
Now, that's what we are saying. There's a difference between a broke man.
Like, I don't even know what's wrong with you. Every time you be working, and she vex. Because okay, don't worry, let me leave
it. Okay, they play my phone.
And tomorrow when no come enter. When I chop on emotion.
Emotion go serve you, don't worry.
You eat emotion in the plate.
The truth is, you must understand how to strike a balance. Both of you, the man and the woman. Just like you cited this example now. Now look at me. I make footwear. That's what I do, right? I have a physical shop where I do the work, right? But there are some times that I have no choice than to go home with some of this workload. Now I know that I want to encroach into the time I'm supposed to.
How do you manage with that? You know, be dragging some of the leather.
My daughter is learning.
Because now you have 2 wives.
Actually, the bigger one and the smaller one.
Now.
Funny enough, my daughter is learning and she understands when I'm working. So she knows to sit down and look at what I'm doing. Lucky me. But the truth is, now to the bigger, I hope my wife is not watching. To the bigger woman now, I have 2 women at home. To the bigger one now, that is the person that I will have most of the issue with. Why? She will definitely let you know that you are supposed to leave work at work. This is our own time to spend with you. Now it is up to me to determine how I go about it in order to prevent or avoid issues between us. So it is a simple thing. Now me bring work home. Now me go sacrifice my time. So in what sense? Okay, out of 4 hours that we can spend together at the end of the day, I will be like, okay, let me spend 2 hours. The moment she wants to start something else, babe, I beg, let me quickly attend to this. I'm talking about the situation that happened last night. I went home with a particular work because I know that today is going to be a busy day for me. So, and she wanted us to watch a movie together. The moment we finished first episode, second episode, she wanted to play the third one. I said, I beg, let me quickly go and attend to this one.
Let me go and do the Oedipus.
And
Watch the episode.
she understood perfectly well because number one, she knows that it is not an everyday thing. So you as a man, encroaching into the time or into your family time should not be a daily thing. You are not available all through the day, and then you are coming back home, you are still not available to them, and they are seeing you physically in the house. That's problem. We know say you sabi. We know say you sabi.
We go on a short break. When we come back, we continue on this particular topic.
Illegal bushmeat is not cool, but it's on sale in our cities, risking extinction and our health. And many of our iconic wild animals are threatened. So please be cool and say no to illegal bushmeat. And let's make Nigeria better for wildlife and safer for us all. Keep them wild, keep us safe.
Evelyn Ohiole, King Eve. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alive.
I really feel like she's not giving the right answer to the question. When one asks you, how are you? And you said, you're saying, I'm alive. It's very annoying, seriously. How are you? I'm fine. I feel I'm fine will be the right answer instead of I'm alive. Not that I asked you if you're dead before.
Go and check all these 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, everybody, they are extraordinarily sexually active.
I feel is being unnecessarily hyper when it comes to the issue of sex, because we talk about other topics and it feels so reserved. It really doesn't have anything much to say when it comes to other stuff. But when it's the issue of sex, I believe he's being unnecessarily hyper. That's when I have to pick an issue with him. I mean, it's just being unnecessarily there when we're talking about sex. Just like a child, his mom just got him his favorite chocolate or ice cream, very happy, doing as though if he doesn't have sex for a day, he's going to die.
When it comes to finance, women also support their husbands financially. You need me emotionally. You need me spiritually.
Cassie is an amazing person, but I hate the too much attachment to that gender. I need you spiritually, I need you mentally. I can get these things anywhere with money. If you go by the topic was, who does marriage favors the most? You know how many jobless women they marry every Saturday? They are saying it favors you. Are they vague so?
Growing up, when I was in the world, we've heard of
Who are you now?
Well, MC Too Much said, he likes saying when I was in the world, And the last time I checked, well, it looks a bit innocent, facially, but deep down, is it actually out of this world? We're all in the world now. As long as you're alive, you're in the world. So, MC Too Much, I beg when you talk about that. I don't want to hear that. Next time you talk about like his
I think they have a problem with you saying ladies are champion, and that's the problem. Always trying to attach too much importance to that gender.
It's giving insecurity, it's giving low self-esteem, it's giving a blatant display of egoism. Because at the end of the day, a man who is secured in his words, a man who is confident of who he is, will not really be disturbed as to whether women are being referred to as champions or not. I mean, at the end of the day, Joseph's a really great guy, but whether he likes it or not, women are champions.
what you're trying to say is that, it's an association of Orlando. If you are the Orlando Julius, you are Orlando. Me, I'm the
Orlando Gbale.
there's a city called Orlando. I'm the city.
Okay.
Okay, Orlando, man. What does Orlando do? The la 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 la. Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, Jamaica, I'm looking at your heaven like this. Oh Lord,
Now view once now.
If my heaven, now view once. You're like, boom,
If you never see, if you never see our talk, just
no,
don't look me. Just
Shay's on. Abi your
I said you know view once.
No, I've seen my own mansion forever.
Like you know now,
I've seen
they
my
already
mansion.
built his mansion in fire. They even name Femi mansion.
You mean the people we will meet in fire? He will be shocked. Wonderful.
Yes, he gets his way when they play for us. He get your country is. Don't worry. When you call us there, you say, help us drop. So let me drop small alcohol into my mouth and say, sorry, we cannot give you alcohol here. We are already in heaven. We are drinking wine. That kind of wine that Jesus turned to.
Yes, from the vineyard.
Yes, that one that an old wine.
No man.
So now they are, please give me small wine, please, in my mouth. I said, no, I cannot attend to your emotional needs. I'm telling you.
Lord.
All right, welcome back to Brothers Crew MEN-UNCUT on Western Spring Television, and we've been talking about, balancing your wife needs. She has this. We are taking it down to emotional and financial needs, and we've been talking a lot about that. All right, Nife, let's go back to you. Let's talk about. You talked about something the other time. You said that in some relationships, all the man needs to do is, put a call through when you're working. Just create that little time. Hello, darling. How you doing? What about a man working onshore? Can be there 3 months. The water, network no day, and a wife like that kind of thing. Someone even like that. Any woman will like that. That sweet way. She go nearly like touch because I touch sometimes. Now I can't talk.
Definitely.
Now they lead to that touch. Baby, you know I love you. You know you are my homie. You are my homie. I don't know how to leave me alone, Jerry. Baby, let's go. Okay, let me. Sorry to those that are not married.
It's okay.
Sorry. I'm trying to do this.
They should go and sleep.
And you said, then at night, then we sleep last. All right, so looking at that, a man that is onshore, there's no means to, to communicate. And there's some women out there, according to, what I saw outside now, these days, there are lots of married women cheating. They are cheating. God, married women, they are cheating. And when you ask some of them, why are you doing this? My husband is not always available. He's always busy. He travels all the time. They always attribute their cheating to the husband not being available. How do you manage that kind of situation for a man who is working onshore? Not talk of a man that is even living abroad and the wife is in Nigeria. The man go to hustle, say, okay, may I make money, may I make connections, so I go carry my wife, come. You can't live with wife for a year, and the wife can't cheat. And when you can't ask the woman, why did they cheat? You can't tell them, my husband is not around now. Okay, now. How do you manage such a situation if you're saying that, you have to, but how do you balance that?
Okay. First of all, a man that is onshore is likely not sure as well. A man that is onshore is onshore.
But now work can I go onshore?
Okay, right. This is it.
All right.
Right. That's me. By the way, anyways.
Okay.
The thing is, before they got married, was the wife not fully aware that this is the kind of job my husband is into?
Job can change at any time, like he said the other time. You may not be doing that job, and later, we talked about somebody came in and talked about somebody just before we started this program that where he was working, the money was not really, and he got a better offer for like 6 months, and traveling, and he won't be able to communicate. He won't be able to, and the reason why she said that was because she has been trying to reach that person. for months now. She couldn't reach the person. I've been trying to reach the same person. We couldn't reach the same person. So which means the wife too cannot reach him. Nobody can reach him. So for like 6 months, nobody will be able to reach him.
Okay. Another thing. Okay, yeah. After marriage, a lot of things will change and all that. But at the same time, when a man and a woman get married, they are no longer two. They are now one. That's why we call it union, Abi. They are united. Which also means most of the decisions, sometimes in most homes, most of the decisions are also unanimous, Abi. Most of the times, you cannot just, as a man, you can't just say, okay, I want to make this decision just like that. It happens, but not all the times, right? So what I'm trying to bring out from there is the fact that before the job or before that job offer came, let's say, okay, it has happened, the wife also was aware. The guy didn't just decide that, okay, let me go and be living my life on the sea or whatever, and forgetting you or neglecting you here. They most likely would have made that decision together. And if they, make the decision together, you should understand.
So we were discussing the job, the decision with her husband. Will that stop her from cheating if she still wants to cheat?
Okay, that means we're already focusing.
No, that's a question else. That some women will cheat, and when you ask them why did you cheat, they will say my husband is not always available. He's not around. Now now. How do you want me to cope? When you know be firewood.
It's a matter of decision, right? A woman that her husband has not been around should not be the reason why you should cheat. But if you
availability.
Yes, the availability or inavailability or whatever should not be the reason. But if she wants to, that's why I said it is a matter of choice. Yeah, if she wants to, she will.
But that's why I know they're around for like a year.
That's what I'm saying.
They're abroad.
Now that's their own decision.
Yoruba will even say that Enita kolo le toja.
Oh, let's say
person where we teach men steal. We can't go steal. They say stealing, don't they blood before.
You don't see him. Because the truth of the matter is this: if you are married to a person that got a promotion or the nature of job he changed to is taking more of his time, you primarily should know that this is not doing this for himself alone. He's doing this for the household. So there's something we call sacrifice. And the sacrifice you don't know when you are going to be demanded to sacrifice a whole lot of things. A bigger thing that sounds like impossible for you on a normal day. This is part of the sacrifices we are talking about. So you were saying that, okay, I started cheating because my husband is not available. And my body no be firewood.
He was sending money. Money is not all I need. I need his touch. I need him to make me.
Do you know the kind of advice I would give?
Okay.
I would give that kind of person the advice of, it's a simple thing. Just meet up with your lawyer and draft a divorce paper. Let us go our separate ways. Talk to your husband. You people should go your separate ways.
So what's going to happen to the children?
That's the reason why you are going to do it officially. So we know how to do it. If the children are going to be with you, or the children, we will just find a way to arrange it. Because in that situation, imagine this kind of person, God forbid, there is an accident at the place of work where the husband is working. The man is having a very serious injury, or God forbid, he dies through the process. What is she going to do? I'm not saying that you should not remarry, but this is a person that is even cheating when something negative is not even happening to the husband. He's just occupied with work. That is understandable. But she decided to cheat. So it will not be far-fetched if the husband should die and people start talking that he's the one that even finds something to do with the man. So, sincerely speaking, if you see a decision that your husband is talking with you about as something you cannot do, it is best to find a way to.
Or should we blame the ladies for that, the women for that? Because Yoruba will say, "Ingotaba file," and they would mangbe. Bogiri palan, alamba oliwobe. Now wait till you leave. Now food where you live for grand. Now I goat. They put mouth into the chop, and they say if we no open mouth, Lisa no fi enter.
Wait till make that wall open mouth first.
Now, Baba don't go work abroad. Baba no get time.
Jamaica, let
Madam
me say this.
And Madam come dey feel like
Let me say this.
Listen. And Madam go talk say body no be firewood. Okay, what? I'm bros fit dey abroad, may get one or two. May they do some iwi there.
Wetin be we sef?
May bros dey or is lege.
What is lege?
O bitere.
All this language I don't understand.
Onyenye.
Wetin be onyenye?
I don't know.
Oh, you sabi onyenye?
Woo.
Woo.
Okay.
Now, what I want to say is this.
And some women know, they say, is he just there all alone by himself? Will he tell me that he's not doing anything? Will he tell me that again? I cannot come and die. Let me enjoy my life.
Jamaica, it's obvious that people say a lot of things out of let us say it as they always say it. I am believing that in most cases, majority of people that cheat, either be it man or woman, forget what it means. They really don't know the value, the intensity of this thing called marriage vows. They are not just words. If you sit down to analyze a marriage vow, you will know that no, it's like you are bringing a whole lot of things on your head. If you are not ready for it, don't get married. It is not just words. You are saying that, okay, in sickness and in health, you'll be there for me. You'll be there to do
and
this.
And
you did there, but emotionally, financially, which means that whatever is going on in our marriage,
put on there, say no touch another person. When they put on
they don't need to break it down like that, sincerely speaking, because the moment they break everything down, Jesus, I'm so sorry, I'm always making reference to Jesus. Jesus always talk in parables. It is left to you to break it down and understand it the way you would want it to communicate to you.
Brain, common sense, don't they come up for everybody?
Normally. But Baba still no sinned. He's still talking parables for everybody. So it is left to you to decode. So if they are spoon feeding you with everything, you can never be wise. Never. So this vow means a lot. And the sad part is that the moment you as an individual decide to step out of your marital vows to go and do whatever you want to do to please yourself, then really, what are you still doing in that marriage?
All right. Somebody said something that maybe probably way back when I gave an example about our mothers then, how they did it, how, they still maintain their steeds with our fathers, 40 years, 45 years, close to 50 years, they are still together, everything is going on peacefully. Someone else said, maybe probably then there was no social media. Maybe social media. What are the effects of social media? How can you, relate social media to this yearning for emotional needs?
You see, the social media to a certain level, or it's actually a huge advantage to us. Just like we have AI today. Chat GPT.
Yeah, going to sound like AI.
Anyway, AI is actually a good advantage right now, but do you know there are still some people that still do not know how to use it to their advantage? Right. Just as we have a lot of advantages attached to social media, the same way we also have a lot of disadvantages. But it is just so sad that what is mostly out there are the disadvantages. Right? You now want to, it is what you see on, I don't mean to disrespect, but Yabo Joe's daughter, the wedding was everywhere. So me too, my own picking wedding
with his wife, the way they are doing,
do you understand?
In your house. Or else you don't get their money.
You don't have that kind of television.
Do you know I was
so
even
you don't have their television. You don't even have their money.
The painting in your house is not the same paint
before
with their own.
bring out 10,000. You want to live the life of people where they get 5 million.
Thank you. I was saying something recently to a friend. I said, now you realize that there are some couples now, not just one, some couples you realize on their social media pages, what they do now is couple content. Now you are planning to get married. And probably you've been watching, you've been seeing this, so you have a thing for it. You like it. So when I'm married, I want to start doing it. But do you know, you may get married today, start the content, couple content, but I can promise you, you may not last for a month. Why? Because there is no planned. Content no be small, no be child's play. Oh. We know that. Now you don't have it.
Music content with your husband. Your husband no coffee sing.
There's no. You don't have strategies.
You don't be play keyboard. You go to your ex-boyfriend.
To come and
there are no strategies. There are no plans. Just because you saw some people doing it, then you want to start doing it. As a matter of fact, I do advise some of my guys that are close to me. If you want to, particularly you are going into content creation. If you want to start doing video content creation, maybe short clip or whatever, before you start, make sure you have at least 30. At least at least 30 content, video content, because you can sometimes you can experience burnout. Your head feel very, very dry. You'll be saying nothing go even do.
Blank.
I was at a conference in March, right? And this guy was there, Brain Jota was there, and he was telling us that in that conference that if you realize that that was March, he was saying between I think January to February, that we realized that there was nothing on he wasn't pushing out new content. And he said it was at that point for him that there was nothing, there was no idea, there was not.
Brain make just anything.
That is someone that has been consistent for God knows how long. But you, because say you don't see people, they run them. Now, you may not last in that. You copy. And even if you want paste time, save na still error. Your copy and paste, no go pure. So why we realize that a lot of things are not working very well as they should work, unlike many years ago for our fathers, is because, you see, I'm so sorry to say, our ladies today, they fail to realize the importance of honor and respect for their men.
So they respect social media and people they see there, their models they there. In one word, can financial needs and emotional needs can it be balanced 100%?
It cannot be balanced 100%.
Brother.
Sorry, no.
One go always beat the other one.
In Jesus' name.
Which one win? Which one go always win?
It depends on the individual. You feel get money.
Some wives don't like money.
You feel get money enough, and then the wife is going to be complaining about the lack of the emotional connection.
The emotion she wants, she don't want money.
No, she already has the money. The money is already there.
No, but she don't like the money. All right, so we have to run. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for coming. Just no commander. To the entire crew, sit down. They won't cut your presenter handle. To the entire crew of this program, big shout out to the executive producer of this program, Dr. Femi Adefila, to the producer, Peter Agbejim MC Too Much, and to my associate producer, talking about our dear Marianne, and to the entire crew. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. And next week is going to be another time on this one. I still remain J to the A to the H, MIC, Jamaica, Mr. Tudifi, saying have a lovely night rest. And I love you so much.